Here's a crunchy thought. How does a dusty potato become a perfectly crisp Lay's chip, golden, thin, and identical by the billion? From slicing to frying to sealing in that signature crunch, it all happens so fast that some chips hit the bag just hours after harvest. So, what's the secret behind this snack perfection? Let's crack open the bag and head straight to the Lay's factory floor. We start at the very beginning, the potato, but not just any spud will do. Lay's relies on what are called chipping potatoes, specially bred varieties cultivated with frying in mind. These particular potatoes are low in sugar, which keeps them from burning or turning brown in the fryer. They're also high in moisture, which delivers that light, airy crunch Lay's is known for. And perhaps most importantly, they grow consistently. Nearly identical in size and shape, which is critical when you're slicing and cooking millions of chips per day. Popular varieties include Lady Rosetta, Atlantic, and even proprietary hybrids developed by Lay's agronomists. These aren't your grocery store baking potatoes. They are engineered snack foundations. Every year, thousands of acres across the US, Canada, and select international farms are contracted to grow these chip-ready crops exclusively for Lay's. The farms are monitored closely. Soil pH, water levels, sunlight exposure, and disease resistance are tracked in real time, with agricultural tech guiding every growing decision from planting to harvest. When harvest season rolls in, truckloads of fresh potatoes, often weighing over 50,000 pounds each, roll into Lay's processing plants by the dozen. These potatoes don't wait in storage. They're sorted, washed, and turned into chips often within 24 hours of being pulled from the ground. Once those fresh potatoes enter the factory, they kick off what can only be described as the world's most high-tech spa day. First up is the wash cycle. Potatoes are loaded onto long conveyor belts and guided through a multi-stage bath of spinning brushes, high-pressure water jets, and bubbling rinse tanks. Every trace of soil, grit, or field residue is blasted away in seconds. This part is not just about cleanliness, it's about prepping the perfect chip base. Next comes the sorting stage. This is where machines really show off. Optical scanners fitted with high-speed cameras and laser sensors inspect every single potato. They check for imperfections such as bruises, weird shapes, cracks, anything that could mess with the final chip. Potatoes that don't meet Lay's standards are hit with a quick blast of compressed air and sent down a separate chute. The good ones continue forward, a uniform river of perfect spuds ready for slicing. Now it's time to transform potatoes into chips. Each potato is fed into an industrial slicer, fitted with rotating razor-sharp blades that spin so fast they blur into invisibility. These blades cut each potato into ultra-thin slices, about 1.3 millimeters thick. That's thinner than a nickel. And thanks to laser calibration, each slice is the same thickness as the next, down to the decimal. That level of consistency ensures every chip cooks at the same rate and comes out with the same crunch. To prevent slices from sticking together or turning brown, they're immediately rinsed in cold water. This extra rinse helps wash off surface starch and keeps the slices from oxidizing before they hit the fryer. When they come out of this rinse, they look almost translucent, fragile, cool to the touch, and perfectly prepped for the next step. The thin slices slide onto mesh belts and ride directly into a continuous industrial fryer, a massive tunnel filled with bubbling oil. The oil, usually sunflower, corn, or canola, is heated between 300 degrees Fahrenheit and 375 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on the recipe and location. The chips float and tumble in the hot oil for around 3 minutes, puffing slightly as they lose moisture and gain their signature crunch. Every second in the fryer is monitored. Sensors constantly track oil temperature, cooking time, and the moisture content of the chips themselves. Even the color is measured optically. If the chips aren't golden enough, or if they go too far and start to brown, the system adjusts automatically. Once perfectly fried, the chips move onto vibrating belts that gently shake off any excess oil. That delicate sheen you see when you pull a chip out of the bag? It's intentional. Just enough oil stays to carry flavor and keep the texture soft on the tongue without feeling greasy. Fresh from the fryer and still warm, the chips slide into a large, rotating seasoning drum. Basically, a giant spinning barrel designed to evenly coat every chip in flavor. For classic Lay's, this is where the salt shower happens. But this salt isn't just any salt. It's ultra-optically and precisely measured and engineered to cling to the hot chip's surface without falling off. Sensors inside the drum track seasoning distribution in real time. If the chips are over or under-salted, the system self-corrects immediately, adjusting the flow and rotation speed until every chip gets just the right coating. For flavored varieties like sour cream and onion, barbecue, or chili limon, the seasoning is even more advanced. It's applied as a fine mist of powder, often pre-mixed with emulsifiers and natural oils to boost aroma and adhesion. The result is a punch of flavor in every bite that hits consistently, bag after bag, without any chips being flavorless or overpowered. Next, the freshly seasoned chips are sent down to the packaging station, where they're funneled into portion-controlled hoppers. Each hopper is programmed to weigh exact amounts, down to 0.01 grams. When the right weight is reached, the machine releases the chips into pre-formed bags below. The bags themselves are multi-layered plastic lined with foil, engineered to block out oxygen and light. Two of the biggest enemies of snack freshness. And that puffiness you feel when you grab a bag is not air, it's nitrogen. An inert gas, food-safe and odorless, which is pumped into each bag to displace oxygen and prevent staleness or sogginess. Nitrogen also cushions the chips during shipping, protecting them from getting crushed. Sealing happens in a blink. Bags are heat-sealed shut, stamped with a date code, and whisked away all in a matter of seconds. Some lines can process up to 200 bags per minute. From fryer to foil, the entire journey takes less than 15 minutes. Sealed bags are then grouped by flavor and size into cardboard boxes, which are automatically folded, filled, and taped shut. Robotic palletizers take over from here, stacking boxes with near-perfect precision onto wooden pallets. Each pallet is shrink-wrapped to keep everything stable during transit and rolled into cold storage warehouses. That's right, chips are temperature-sensitive. While they don't need full refrigeration, they are stored and shipped in cool, dry environments to maintain peak crispiness. From here, they're loaded onto trucks and sent to stores across the country. Many bags of Lay's arrive on store shelves less than 48 hours after they were fried. It's one of the fastest, fresh-to-shelf operations in all of food manufacturing. Let's take a quick detour and drop some Lay's lore. Lay's was founded in 1932 by Herman Lay, a salesman from Tennessee who sold chips from the trunk of his car. It later merged with Frito to form the now massive Frito-Lay, which today operates as a division of PepsiCo. Lay's ships to over 200 countries worldwide, but what's inside the bag can vary dramatically. In China, you'll find cucumber or hot pot flavored chips. In India, it's magic masala. Japan has seaweed. Brazil gets picana BBQ. Thailand? Cheese lobster. The brand even runs international flavor competitions, where fans vote on new experimental tastes. Some make it, others disappear as limited editions. And behind the scenes, Lay's maintains a chip research lab, where food scientists study texture, crunch acoustics, and flavor release timing. There's even a device called a snackometer that measures chip crispiness based on decibel output when bitten. It's serious snack science. Tasting sessions against a golden bag happen once per shift. If something tastes off, even just slightly, the line gets paused and checked. Lay's takes consistency seriously. If a chip doesn't meet all the criteria, it simply doesn't leave the building. Burnt chips, broken slices, or those with uneven seasoning get flagged and pulled by automated vision systems. But nothing goes to waste. Many rejected chips are converted into animal feed. Some are used for biofuel or turned into compost. Others are reclaimed for starch and oil recovery. And just like that, every crumb counts. So to sum up, chipping potatoes are grown to strict standards, washed and sorted with high precision, sliced paper thin, and fried until they're golden. They're seasoned, sealed in nitrogen, boxed, and shipped to a store near you, all in just a day or two. And the result is the glorious moment when you tear open a bag, hear the crunch, and get hit with that familiar wave of salty satisfaction. The next time you pop open a bag of Lay's, remember, every chip took precision farming, fast machines, and a whole lot of snack science to reach your hand. Are you eating while watching? Drop a potato emoji in the comments and tell us your favorite flavor. Classic, BBQ, or something wild from across the globe. And if you're into factory-made magic, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. We've got plenty more crunch-worthy secrets coming soon. Stay salty, stay curious, and thanks for watching.